What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a coin that I honestly can't stop talking about it because I see so much opportunity for you guys to make a ton of money in this market. You guys, in my cryptocurrency story, I got into Bitcoin when it was under $200. In the coin that I'm going to share with you today, and that I've already talked about a little bit this week, I see the same opportunity as if you were buying Bitcoin at 200 or below in price. Could you imagine buying $200 Bitcoins and selling them for $20,000? Could you imagine being able to take your family on a cruise, get that new car that you wanted, or maybe donate to the charity that you've always wanted to, or start a business because you have the capital to work on the idea you've wanted to create? All of that is possible by checking out the coin that I'm going to share with you today. Before I get started on exactly what that coin is, make sure that you check out the other videos that I made this week because I'm dedicated to uploading 5 videos weekly, just like the one today, to keep you guys updated and posted in the markets. Also, happy Friday, everybody. Friday is one of my all-time favorite days because it means that the weekend is here and tomorrow is when we record the Moon Boy podcast. And I love waking up in the morning to record the Moon Boy podcast and getting it ready to post for you guys on iTunes, or I guess Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, and all of those good places. So make sure that you're a subscriber to this channel. I have a personal goal of reaching 50,000 subscribers and some amazing gifts for you guys once I reach that personal goal. I also have a goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers and some gifts for you guys when I reach that one as well. So share this video with your friend and smash up that like button for me. So without further ado, let's get into today's analysis. Okay, so I have XRP on the top and Bitcoin on the bottom, and today I want to share with you an amazing comparison between these two charts that I've been watching for a minute now. And when I honestly saw how similar these were, I knew that I had to share this with you guys because of the amount of life-changing wealth that I'm going to make from this, and flipping it back to you guys, that you guys will be able to make from this as well. One of my favorite all-time things is honestly getting feedback from you guys, getting emails, getting Discord messages from my VIPs, even from the free viewers, and seeing the comments of all the people that have made money from this channel. I know people that have made millions and millions of dollars off of single calls that I've made. For example, Stellar Lumens, one of my viewers made, actually as a VIP member, made over $2.6 million off that call alone. So the amount of money that you can make in these markets is ridiculous. And you actually don't even have to have a large initial investment to do so. So I want to go over kind of the patterns that I'm seeing in XRP and the patterns that I've seen in Bitcoin. And you guys, I know I talked about XRP yesterday. I'm going to be running over a few other things in today's video. So you're going to want to make sure that you stay clear to the end because it's not only about XRP. What I'm seeing here in XRP and what I'm actually seeing in a lot of the major altcoins is a lagging behind pattern, meaning that the entire altcoin market cap is basically early day Bitcoin, which means that Bitcoin is the mothership and is indeed leading the entire market. Now, with that being said, that means that all price action that we've seen in Bitcoin is coming in altcoins. And Bitcoin, of course, will be in a bullish market during this period of time as well, because it is the mothership, holds so much dominance, and it will be the one carrying the market. Now, with that being said, this is a comparison between XRP today and one of the first cycles in Bitcoin. This is not the very first cycle, but this is one of the first cycles in Bitcoin. So this is the bear market in XRP, and this was the bear market in Bitcoin. Now, you guys, people ask me, well, where did you get into Bitcoin? This is where I actually started getting into Bitcoin. I heard about it around here in like late 2014, and then I actually started buying it in 2015. And 2016 comes around, and 2017, and my life was completely changed, you guys. Before we even started to break the all-time high, my life had started to be changed. And you guys, that is what I see coming in XRP, and that's the same opportunity that I see. Now, let's just go ahead and take the percentage tool and talk a little bit about, how much money you can make, because you guys, the opportunity is so similar here. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure from current price, because although I have a consolidation pattern drawn here, we could also do what Bitcoin did and break out early in its consolidation and then can start consolidating like that. And so because of that, I want to start from market price in case we don't get another dip in consolidation, although I think it's very possible that we do. So I'm going to measure from market price here, and then I'm going to go up to the previous, or my target, which I actually mentioned in my video yesterday, and I mentioned a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, on this channel previously, that my target for XRP is $22. Now, you guys, that is an 11,000% gain from current prices. Now let's just go ahead and take the percentage tool from the middle and measure up what happened in Bitcoin as well. You guys, Bitcoin did an 8,500% gain. And this is actually honestly what I'm expecting. And this is not a surprise to me that XRP will move even a little bit more than Bitcoin originally did. And that is because of the fact that there's so much more institutional money, so much more infrastructure in these markets, and XRP has been a lot more volatile in nature since the beginning. Whereas Bitcoin retraced about 84% from the beginning of its bear market in 2014 to the bottom, XRP has retraced over 90% in the same period of time. So its recovery process and the profits that it makes after that will be bigger because of that. So that's one thing that I'm really paying attention to, one thing that I'm excited about with XRP. Now, it's actually not just XRP that's doing this. There's multiple coins that are setting up in the same fashion. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about what if you invest $100 into XRP, what kind of profit you could make. So you guys, if you put $100 into XRP and held it, you could make over $11,000 off that trade. Isn't that ridiculous, you guys? That's $100. How many people has $100 to spare? I would say a lot of people have that. And if they don't even have it on hand, they could figure out a way to get $100. Most everybody has something that's worth $100. And even if you don't, there's a lot of people that just go to like thrift stores and buy clothes and then resell them on the internet. Or they buy clothes, like plain clothes from Walmart, and then they draw really cool art on them with paint markers and sell them on the internet. There is so many ways to make $100. It's ridiculous. And so there's no excuse, you guys, for you not to be looking at investing in XRP. This is never financial advice, but this is my perspective, my conjecture on the markets. And this is what I'm doing in my personal trading journal. And so you guys, it's almost a no-brainer to me. Think about the fact this is technically a higher risk, higher reward asset. XRP for sure is. But think about the fact that you only have to put a small amount to get such large returns, that therefore you can actually do a lot of risk management by putting less into it. And that's what I personally do, you guys. I don't want you to think that I have the biggest holding in XRP, because I don't. I have bigger holdings in other coins because I am smart about my risk management. But you guys, $100 into 11 grand. It's a no-brainer to have some in this market. So let's talk a little bit about the fact that some of the other altcoins are actually doing the same pattern as XRP Bitcoin. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull up those charts for you right now so you can actually see what I'm talking about when I say this. Because it's not just XRP. There's a lot of the big coins that are doing this pattern. And so for me, the opportunity is huge. The opportunity is massive. And although XRP is a little bit higher risk, you can avoid that risk. You can reduce that risk by choosing how much you put into it. And that's a generalized concept for all investing. Sometimes those higher risk assets, you can actually reduce a lot of that risk by putting less into it, but still capitalize on all of that amazing profit that you're going to make in the market. So this is Ethereum versus the dollar. Now I'm just going to switch to the log chart and zoom in here, you guys. Ethereum versus the dollar actually did a very similar fractal of human emotions. You have this sell-off right here, then you have the final pump. So let me just go ahead and show you with the little square tool, my favorite rectangle tool here. You have that sell-off, and then you have the huge parabolic pump, and then guess what? Just like how XRP did, and just like how Ethereum is doing and did, we have the XRP, the ABC corrective pattern afterwards. And look, Ethereum is even a little bit ahead of XRP in the sense that it's already done its horizontal consolidation and is actually getting ready for the breakout pattern that Bitcoin did, where Bitcoin went up to $500 and then retraced. That's actually pretty much the exact same thing I expect to happen inside of Ethereum. So it's not just XRP, it's actually the entire altcoin market cap as a whole. They are following Bitcoin. They're just lagging behind Bitcoin. And so if you understand this one secret about the markets, you will set yourself up for massive profits in the big picture. And you are setting yourself up to be able to do all the things I talked about at the start of this video. You know, whether it's travel, whether it's paying off your debt, whether it's showing your family how much you appreciate them by going on a journey with them to another country, whatever that means to you. Do the things that allow you to do what you want to do and look and see how people react to it. Look at the smile on their face when you finally get to take your family on a cruise, you know, and maybe you come from a family that didn't have a lot of wealth. People always comment and they're like, Dallin, did you come from a rich family? Or they think that I actually came from a rich family. And I would say that my family is wealthy minded. They were very wealthy minded, but it's not like they had, you know, 100,000 in their bank. Like, I highly doubt they really ever had much more than 10, you know? And that's just goes to show the fact that you don't have to have a lot of money, you guys. You can start from small places, but if you have the right mindset, you will grow. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, I want to start a business. And so I'm going to go out and I'm going to get $5 million from investors right away. Start from ground zero, you guys. Look at what Steve Jobs did. They literally built their first computer by selling some stuff that they had. I think it was like their favorite books, or I don't remember exactly what it was. They sold some stuff. They went and they bought some wood, and then they bought some basic components. They engineered the computer and they put it together. And that's how they started selling Apple computers. Like the first Apple computers. And so you don't have to start from this huge amount of investment capital. And it's the same thing goes with trading. You can start very small. It's your mindset that matters. Of course, having more initial investment at the start can be good if you have the discipline to keep your risk management in place and to make smart trading investing decisions. But you guys, you don't have to do that. And so that's what's so cool about crypto is anybody can start. And that's why I'm so passionate about this channel is I know I can help people that are starting from nothing get to like where I'm at, where I literally don't even think about it when I go spend money because of the fact that I have such a big inflow and I'm so grateful for my income and my outcome that it's just energy to me. It's just something that I use to grow myself, continue to grow myself, to provide value for my community, to provide value for my friends, my family, all of those things. It's not something that I stress about. It's not something that I worry about. And that's the same transformation that I want you guys to have. And that's partially what I see happening in XRP. That's what I see happening in the total market cap for the altcoins as a whole. And it's going to be Bitcoin that is leading all of this movement, you guys. And one of the reasons that I keep so much of my portfolio in Bitcoin, a majority of my portfolio in Bitcoin, is because it is the mothership. Even during alt season, I keep the majority in Bitcoin because of risk management. It's so much smarter to be stable and, put smaller amounts in coins that are higher risk, higher reward like XRP than it is to over risk, over leverage yourself and then get delusional and then lose it all. So be smart, you guys. That's what this video is all about. There's lots of these coins that are setting up for massive, massive big picture moves on the upside. Yes, you guys, I totally think it's possible for XRP to reach $22. Lots of new members been getting into the VIP group. So go ahead and shoot me a message or an email to get inside of the VIP so you guys can start profiting along with me. You guys, it's life-changing. It's literally life-changing what you can do once you start to have the tools and resources to profit in these markets. So that's kind of what the VIP is all about, is me giving you guys the tools and resources to maintain profitability in the markets and also I just love seeing you guys make the same transformation I have made. And this really accelerates that process. A lot of the free viewers make this transformation as well. And I'm not saying that you can't do it without it. But you guys, the VIP is a way to accelerate that and make it even faster. Because I was just like you guys, and I didn't know exactly what I was doing in the markets when I first got into this. I would lose money occasionally. I didn't know where to put my money, how to profit consistently. I didn't understand the chart patterns, but I changed all that and I consolidated that information into one place. So that's what the VIP is all about. You guys, I have a 20% discount for the viewers that stayed clear to the end. So make sure that you join this exclusive group via email or Discord. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and are preparing yourself for the next bullish cycle inside of these markets and getting ready for massive long-term profits so you can start doing the things you want to do. It's not bad to have desires. Wealth is good, you guys. What it really is keeping a balance between those things so you do not create greed within you, but instead you create wealth and you can give that wealth back to the community, which, by the way, follow me on Twitter. I do this all the time. I give $50 giveaways all the time. And like I said, subscribe to this channel because once I reach 50,000 and 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing giveaways for both of those things as well in the form of Bitcoin and free courses. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.